Communications, and we'll start with A, report from the executive assistant to the mayor. Eric Vaughn.
All right. Sorry about that. We're happy to report that Ensenada was elevated to sister city, or it was, the elevation was approved by city council, and it was approved unanimously at the last council meeting. And I would like to thank the chair of our subcommittee, Commissioner Del Rosario, and I would like to thank Commissioner Lowe and Madam Chair for all of the hard work that went into doing that. All right.
Please don't leave yourself out.
Well, okay, I'm going to thank myself then. Thank you. And it was a joy and a pleasure to present to City Council, and as I said, it was a unanimous decision. The next thing I have is our security system update. I was fortunate enough to speak with Melissa Tigbow in the Public Works Department, and what I found out about our alarm is that they upgraded the cell signal for all of the JFK building and the alarm systems in the second week of February. They said that the alarm company said that they didn't have any issues to report with the existing system. Now, in terms of the glass break alarm, that's when if the glass breaks, that there would be an alarm call out. There's no glass in the city right now that in city buildings that has that sort of alarm. So if we're interested, that would be something that the alarm company would have to come out and give us a bid on that. Okay. And as far as the riot glass, when the glass was replaced, they put back a standard 1/4-inch glass thickness, and that's because that's what the framing was made for. If there was a desire to go for a thicker glass, then we'd have to change out the framing that the glass sits in, which would be another additional expense. So that is the security system update. Okay. Now, next on the list was nomination.
That's a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just a quick question about the security company. Are we talking about Halls?
I'm not sure.
Okay, because my conversation with Jim Hall was that glass breaking thing was part of what their alarm covers. So that's why I was curious about your response. It's not consistent with what he said.
Well, I can go back and ask them, but according to what I got from Public Works, that we don't have that. It might be equipped for that, but we obviously at this point don't have it connected.
Yes, see, the alarm for that, and this was years ago when we first put it in, because I used Halls I was running the Boys and Girls Club at the time, and they put in a bid and got and installed that. So the other alarm system, I don't think is through Halls. I may be wrong, but it's worth Eric and I looking into it later. It's nothing that's going to disrupt what they're doing, I don't think.
Okay. Well, like I said, this is what I got straight from Public Works, and I've been hounding them for a while, and that's the answer that I have. And I see that Commissioner Del Rosario is here. Commissioner Emma, hello. Okay. Then, so does that answer your questions, Commissioner Stewart? Commissioner Stewart?
Okay, I don't,
We could talk offline. That's adequate it's a adequate answer for me for now.
Okay, all right. Last item was about the nomination for vice chair. And I was speaking with the city clerk, and I also spoke with Madam Chair, and it is common for the commissions to wait till we have a full complement of commissioners before we would hold an election for a vice chair, chair and vice chair. And I'm happy to report, in association with that, that last night at the city council meeting, Paul Lamb was selected by the city council as the next commissioner to take up the post that was vacated by former vice chair Vernon Williams III. And that would be to finish out his term.
thank you.
And that is my report.
Thank you. Then hopefully we'll be hearing from our city clerk before too long as to time frame and this kind of thing, so that we can know about orienting Paul Lamb.
Well, he has to go through
Yes,
his swearing in.
well, he has to go through more than that probably, but yes, swearing in is probably one of the main things.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And maybe the city clerk will let you know when his swearing in is?
Yeah, I'm in contact with the city clerk, and I can follow up on that.
Okay, thank you very much. Our next report is usually from our council liaison, Vice Mayor Rosanna Verde Aliga. I don't know if she's on now. She usually is able to come on closer to 5 or a little after. And so when we get to the approval of our minutes, I'm hoping that we will add flexibility so that we can hear from her whenever she's able to join us, if she can get on before we have to get off. So that's B. C is my report. And I was a little tardy, so I don't know if
Let me see if I can you see that?
yet.
That's your chair's report?
Are you putting it on the screen? Are you sharing?
I'm trying to do that right now.
Okay.
And I have it up, but
I don't see it, Eric.
you don't see it?
No.
Well,
Right.
let me just go ahead. The Vallejo Sister City Commission report of the chair, February 23rd, 2022. I began by also sharing information about Ensenada at the Vallejo City Council on February 8th. Eric also reported that information, but we are certainly elated that this portion of the process went through without a hitch and was voted in unanimously, as he reported in his report. Also, it was just reported the information about the Sister City room in terms of the door being replaced and that kind of thing. So I won't repeat what has already been reported in that report. The third thing on my report said commission interviews were scheduled for January, and we just got an update on that. City Council selected Paul Lamb as our next commissioner. I don't know him, but maybe some of you do. And so we will be in touch with the city clerk's office to know when his orientation, not orientation, but his swearing in is to occur so that we can orient him before our next meeting. So congratulations to him. And next on my report, I talked about Black History Month. Sister Cities International sponsors several programs and activities during Black History Month. One is called A Global Legacy, Black History and Diplomacy. And in that one of the main topics is how Africa became involved with Sister Cities International. That certainly piqued my interest because I have no idea when that happened or how. The second one is SCI Africa Libraries and Literacy Initiative. Now, unfortunately, both of those were today, and both of those were at times when I was not able to view them, those webinars. In fact, one's on right now. So I'm going to see if that information can be located later on YouTube or something like that, because that's information that might be very important to us later. I'd like to encourage all of the commissioners to go to the Sister Cities International website. Please put in your email address so that you can get all of the information that Sister Cities International sends out on a regular basis. All of us should be aware of what they are sending out. And so if you have not done that already, please do it as soon as possible so that you will receive all of this information as a commissioner and be informed. The last thing I would like to share is the Vallejo Sister City Association Gala that was held on Saturday evening. Our mayor, Robert McConnell, did provide a welcome message. And we had 3 council generals in attendance from Japan, the Philippines, and South Korea. And so we are always pleased when they're willing to come and share with us. We also had a Japanese traditional dancers as the entertainment, and I gave the closing remarks. So this is our first meeting of the new year. So I'll say Happy New Year to everyone and peace. That ends my report. Maybe we can send that out later. Okay, number 6A, consent calendar. Should we, no, doesn't say anything about public on here. So 6A is approval of minutes.
5, Madam Chair, that would be
Yes.
5A.
Thank you. Thank you. The minutes were corrected and resent out to all of us by our executive assistant, executive secretary, executive assistant. And so if we could get a motion to approve the minutes of December 20th, 2021.
So moved.
I second that.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of December 20th, 2021. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Madam,
It's not gonna work. You may have to do a roll call.
yeah, Madam Chair, I was going to say we should probably do a roll call for approval of the minutes.
All right.
All right, so this is for the approval of the minutes for December 20th, 2021 of the Vallejo Sister City Commission meeting. Madam Chair,
Yes.
Commissioner Del Rosario,
Yes.
Commissioner Dowling, Commissioner Dowling, can't hear Commissioner Dowling. Commissioner Lowe,
Yes,
I think that was Commissioner Dowling, wasn't it?
I
this is
think,
Commissioner Lowe. I'm voting yes.
all right.
Okay.
Commissioner Placido,
Yes.
Commissioner Stewart,
Yes.
have votes to approve the minutes of the December 20th, 2021 Vallejo Sister City Commission with us not able to hear Commissioner Del Rosario.
No, Dowling.
Oh, Commissioner,
We
I
heard,
said yes.
yes, we heard Del Rosario.
okay.
I said yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Commissioner Dowling. Although I saw her square, The green went around as if she was trying to talk, but we did not hear her. So, thank you.
This is Commissioner Lowe. I'm I'm home now, thank God. And you could get Commissioner Dowling to approve it with a thumbs up.
But she's on the phone too. Can she do a thumbs up on the phone?
Actually, I'm looking at the participants and I don't see Commissioner Dowling unless,
Well, then who is the other phone? Who's the other person on the phone?
well, I think that the phone there, let me see.
That's what was.
Well, I think that is Commissioner
Yeah,
Dowling.
definitely, yeah.
All right. Well, if Commissioner Dowling is on the phone, I can't get a thumbs up because I can't
Right.
see her.
Right. Okay. Maybe we can figure it out later.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay, 5B, approval of the agenda.
I move the approval of agenda with flexibility be approved. I second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the February 23rd, 2022 agenda of the Vallejo Sister City Commission with flexibility. Do we have the call, please? The roll call.
Madam Chair, Shank Stewart,
Yes.
Commissioner Del Rosario,
Yes.
Commissioner Dowling, Commissioner Dowling, can you hear us? Commissioner Lowe,
Yes,
Commissioner Placido,
Commissioner Lowe. says
Yes.
Commissioner Stewart. Commissioner
Yes,
Stewart,
with unreadiness. Yes, with unreadiness.
yes with unreadiness,
Yes.
just a yes.
Okay, what is your unreadiness, Commissioner Stewart?
Unfortunately, I left in my office the agenda and I wasn't sure if it had correspondence as agenda item. Is it correspondence there?
No.
Okay.
Does it come up under a particular city?
It should, it would, yes.
Okay, then you can report it then.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. All right. It's been
Motion
moved and-
carried.
What was that?
I said the motion is carried to approve the agenda with flexibility.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay. Number 6A, old business. Discussion of process to request direction from Finance Department on possibility of making a donation to Inner Haiti. We did give information from the Brother Helping Brother Foundation at our last meeting as to how the donation could be done, but we needed direction from the Finance Department, if it could be done.
So I've been briefed on this, that I should address you as to what the process might be.
All right,
Okay, thank you. So our Vallejo City Charter has a limitation that states it's section 716 of the charter, and it requires that all appropriations of public funds be made by the council. And so because the commission is an advisory body, in any event, you would reach out and make a request through finance, who would then, I guess, or to the council, or through finance via finance to the council to make this donation. I wanted to advise you that there's likely a restriction on donations of public funds to another country. So if you wanted to also think about donating private funds from residents of the city of Vallejo or amongst yourselves as an alternative, that might behoove you to do that as well, because you would have to get council approval to make that donation. And they would likely have to find a public purpose that would serve the residents of Vallejo. And that would need to be articulated, and that might be difficult to do. So I wanted to provide you with an alternative option.
Okay, thank you. I have a comment, but go ahead, Commissioner Del Rosario first.
I remember quite a while ago that we have set a precedence when Open Arms was needing some money. And what we did, we put our money together as personal donation. It didn't come from the funds that
Right.
we. So saying that, I want to be consistent with our policy.
Okay. The other thing that we have not brought up is the fact that there is a budgeted amount for Inner Haiti in our association budget. And I don't believe anyone has requested that those funds be sent to Haiti yet. And so if there are members who would like to add to that amount personally, that could be sent from the association.
Well, Madam Chair, then I think that would be association business and not commission business.
Well, there are some commissioners who are not on the association board. So if they would like to add personally to that amount through the association, then this is the only way they would know about it.
Okay.
Okay. Is that okay?
With me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, that's fine. And so if you wanted to, come up with a resolution or something to make this request, or an informal request through Eric, your secretary, to the finance department, if you wanted to make a motion, or if you wanted to think about it, discuss it, come back later with an idea.
Okay. That wasn't my suggestion, but
Oh,
no, it wasn't.
okay, I'm sorry.
I was trying to make sure that those commissioners who are not a part of the association would know that if they wanted to make a personal donation to Inner Haiti's budgeted amount there, then we could just send it all together from the association.
Got it.
Thank you. Okay. And this is the only way they would know about that. I think we have at least two.
So then, Madam Chair, then at this point, is this old business then?
It's
finished?
resolved. It's resolved.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, number 7A, new business. Discuss and take action to change the time of regular commission meetings to 4:30 p.m. So could you give us a little background information on this, please? Our executive assistant.
Yes, I did speak with the city clerk, and since
What's that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Since our official meeting time for the city calendar is the every other month, the third Monday of the month at 7 o'clock. And we've had to shift our meeting to 4:30 p.m. to accommodate the technical issues with Zoom and the staffing issues to support that. Every meeting that we've had since that shift has actually been a special meeting. And so for us to make this a regular meeting at 4:30 on the third Monday of every other month, then we would have to vote on that.
So
If that makes
So
if
is this
that makes-
something that you normally would present one meeting and vote on the next meeting? Or should we be expected to vote tonight?
that I don't have an answer for.
Okay,
I suggest we vote tonight. It's just simple.
well, I would guess that it's simple for most of us since we're here, but
No, we're on Zoom.
no, I'm saying we're all here now. And we have been for the last few meetings, and so probably it's not a problem, but well, do the vote, do the call and we'll see.
I agree with Director Emma Del Rosario that we have to vote now since we're complete. I think we have all the commissioners are in tonight.
Well, all but our new person, but anyway.
Except,
Okay, go ahead and make, do the vote.
I move, I
No,
move,
I don't think we need to move. Eric just needs to call on us because
fine.
it's already down as new business
So
discussion.
have we moved? I mean, have we voted yet?
No, we have not
No.
voted yet.
All right, Eric.
All right, we're gonna see if we can, if our little voting machine will count. This is to vote in favor of moving the regular meeting time to 4:30 on the third Monday of every other month. Okay, Commissioner or Madam Chair.
Yes.
Okay, no, this is not working. Oh. Okay. Commissioner Del Rosario,
Uh-huh.
Is that a yes?
I think that's a yes. Is that a?
Yes, yes.
Commissioner Dowling? Right. Commissioner Lowe? Commissioner Lowe? Commissioner Lowe, can you hear us? All right. Commissioner Placido,
yes,
Commissioner Stewart,
No,
we have a little bit of a difficulty here. Well, right now we have 3 yeses and 1 no, and that is not sufficient to pass that. But we also have not been able to hear from the other commissioners who seem to be logged in. I don't know, Ms. Zagaroli, do you have any advice for us at this point?
Is there a way to reach out to them by text or disconnect them and make them get back in?
I'd also like to comment on it. I wasn't able to comment earlier on why I said no at some point.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Because I'm concerned that they're not participating and they're just calling in. What, I mean, is that,
Well, we heard Commissioner Lowe in the car and in her home already, so I don't know what happened. And Commissioner Dowling, I heard at least once.
yeah, is there a way to reach out to them? Otherwise, the motion doesn't pass because you need 4, right?
Right.
To take any action, right? So,
Well,
Okay, then let's hear from Commissioner Stewart while we're trying to figure out what
okay,
to do.
perfect.
Okay, just 2 things. One, I don't see a sense of urgency without having an opportunity for our newest commissioner to have his voice heard on this subject. I'd hate to put it at a time that a working person is at work and won't be available to us. I don't know. But I know in my case, I'm able to take time off. I'm at work now. I'm able to take time off to do this. I'm not sure if he's in a similar position. And when you have meetings in the late afternoon like this, it affects that. That's number 1 on my list. Number 2, in terms of the meeting time, I want to reiterate the fact that we have the ability to be on Zoom and in person, because God willing, this stuff will be over soon. We'll be able to meet in person. So I want to add that variable to it, that for those who can't make it, you can continue on Zoom when we start meeting in person. That's all I have. Nothing major.
Well, also, we talked about being able to do the optional ones from our Sister City room. And if we get all of the technology set up there, then we might be able as well to be in person and also on Zoom. And that would help quite a few people, I'm sure. So. Okay, well, it didn't pass, so we'll have to bring it up again next time. Yes.
I think-
Chair, Ms. Lowe is back in attendance.
Okay, thank you. Was there anything else you wanted to share with us? Okay, Commissioner Placido.
Yeah, so commissioners, we are already 4, so maybe we'll ask a Commissioner Lowe if she voted yes or no. So we're 4. 5, Pelton, but he said no. So we did not hear Commissioner Karen Lowe. What's her answer, yes or no?
Do you know the topic of discussion right now, Commissioner Lowe? Okay, so could you vote for us, please?
She's on mute somehow by the host, maybe, because she's talking, but we can't hear her.
Are you able to hear us?
I can't unmute Commissioner Lowe.
She has to mute herself.
So can you tell whether you're being muted on your end or this end, Commissioner Lowe? He doesn't know. Okay, then let's do it this way. If you're going to vote yes, can you put up 1 finger? And if you're going to vote no, can you put up 2? That'll do for right now. She's voting no.
All right.
That took care of that.
So then the motion did not pass.
Pass. Okay. And we might review it again as things change in terms of in person or not in person and all that. Okay, thank you. 7B, discuss and possibly take action related to the commission role in the Fillmore Graham International Science Fair. And that has to be explained to us by Commissioner Stewart.
Thank you, Chairman Stewart, Chairperson Stewart. My daughter will remind me. The concept was to come up with projects where young people could participate in all of our sister cities around the world. And the concept that we moved on was STEM, to promote STEM with young people. And we targeted, just as a starting point, we targeted 10, 11, 12-year-old young people, thinking that those kids that go through it, the next year they'll still be around. In the past, we've been targeting high school age, at least some projects have been targeting high school age kids, and they're off to college or on in life. So if you start them younger, the theory is they'll be able to participate longer in our projects that we do over the years. And this year we were able to get Lawrence Livermore Lab to donate many robots that we submitted as a project and literally sent to our sister cities around the world, asking them to participate in. We used some lanyards that the Sister City Association purchased. They had a lot left. We purchased little name tags that on one side said STEM Superstar. On the back side had the names of all of the sponsors. We got a few companies to sponsor us and organizations and individuals to sponsor us. And we sent those to our sister cities. The most expensive part of it, because we got the robots donated, was postage, quite frankly. And the association did not have a budget for this. So we were considering asking the commission to moving forward to have a pot of money that we could use for the Fillmore Graham International Science Fair. We named it after Fillmore Graham because he's a nuclear engineer. Now he's passed. He was a nuclear engineer at Mare Island, very active in our community and a wonderful advocate for young people. That's why we named it after him. Are there any other details you need, Madam Chair?
Well, we were supposed to talk about Is there anything that you need the commission to do right now that we can do? Or
Yes. Next year, the committee has talked about shipping drones, mini drones to the kids in each of our sister cities and having little projects, obstacle courses that the kids would fly the drones through. And we would provide the drones, and we're seeking sponsorship for that. But in terms of what we were hoping the association could do is set aside a contribution toward it so we can list you as a sponsor for the International Science Fair.
Well, I'm not totally sure how we go about setting aside money like that, but that's something that we can investigate.
Very good.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I noticed that Commissioner Stewart mentioned the association funds, and again, I'd like to see if we could get clarification if we're talking about association or if we're talking about the commission.
We're talking the commission. The association has a separate budget, and they're going to put it in their budget, and they have put it in their budget, money for this. We're asking that the committee is asking that the commission consider adding a sponsorship level. We had people that are sponsored for $50, some $100. You know, so it's not like we're asking for thousands, and we haven't even established yet because we haven't established the prices for the drones. But the idea would be that the commission consider being listed as a sponsor for this ongoing event and establish a level that the commission can contribute toward it. That's it.
So we will discuss this again at our next meeting, and maybe by that time you can give us some clarification on what you think the sponsorships might be. So the commission might be able to, or individuals might want to do that as well.
Very good.
Okay.
And Madam,
Go ahead, Eric.
I was going to suggest that we also refer to the Vallejo Municipal Code to see if maybe that isn't even within what the commission does.
Okay, we can check that.
I have a leaf blower outside my window. I'm sorry. I was going to say that the sponsorship, unless it does seem like it's a sister city function, but if these activities are all going to be off-site and none of them are going to be reciprocal to Vallejo, it sounds a lot like another donation of.
Yeah, there are more kids in Vallejo involved in it than all the others combined at this point.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear. We went to the Vallejo City Unified School District. Victoria Grace is a teacher there. She has some position within the school district, and she conducted a series of experiments over a year with the kids around different projects that we could possibly do with it. And it's that group that we're targeting. These were elementary school kids that have participated and will continue to participate in it.
Well, subject to further research in the Muni Code under your powers and duties and authority, I think you could talk about it next time.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Very good.
Okay, I'm going to say that I would like us to consider tabling 7C. I know it's something that we have discussed before and we need to discuss it, but we are really limited by time. And I'd like us to really discuss 7D this month that has to do with the expenditure of funds for furniture. Does anybody have any disagreement with that? That we move to 7D and table C. Okay, I hear no disagreement to that. So I'll read it again. Discussion of process to request fund expenditure authorization from the Finance Division and direction from Commission to request authorization to purchase of furniture with commission funds. So you might remember that last fall, we, I think it was fall, we went through a long process of trying to determine what was needed in the Sister City room, discussion of how we'd like to look better than we do when we have foreign visitors and guests who come to see us at our city. And we asked a vendor to come and give us a bid. He was very accommodating. And so I would like us, we decided at that time that we would wait until now. If we had not already spent that money, that we would talk about it again so that we could make sure that money could be used this year and not given up or lost. So
Madam Chair,
yes.
I don't know if you can, if my hand's up, I can't tell now on my
it's
phone.
not up, but I do see that you have green around your square, so I know you want to talk.
First thing is I want to state for the record, please put this in the record, that we've never had to do this before for supplies and equipment for the Sister City Room. We've never had to go into the money that the council approved for our use for international activities to take care of stuff in that room because it belongs to the city. And the city's budget should take care of it, not the money that the council approved for our international efforts. I'm embarrassed that we have to take away from what we could be doing with our international efforts to take care of something that has traditionally been done by the city. The example I use is the alarm. There was no alarm before we put it in there, and we asked the city to put it in, and they did, and they didn't take a penny out of our budget to put that alarm in. Why are we doing this now?
Because the city's not doing it. And we want to
No, I want to know why the city isn't doing it. And I don't want you to answer. I want the city to answer.
Okay.
Because there's no reason they can't do it.
Okay. I can't speak for the city, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm herewith formally requesting a written explanation for why the city can't do what they do for everywhere else in their facilities when there's a need for new equipment.
Okay.
What makes this different?
Right. Okay. I will take it tonight. Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
may I ask? a
Mario,
question?
can you go on mute, please?
Okay. Okay.
Has the request ever been made to the city for the furniture outside of the commission budget?
The request was not made in writing.
All right.
To my knowledge, it was not made in writing. And but we did talk about it many times in our meetings, many times in the commission meetings. But to my knowledge, it wasn't in writing. Yes, Commissioner Del Rosario. You can take yourself off mute now.
My reason why I said that it shouldn't be using the commission's money, because furniture is considered an asset. So it's not a commission asset, it is the city asset. So
That is true.
that's the good accounting for it.
You're
That's it.
absolutely right, but that doesn't mean that it's going to happen. So we need to figure out if it's going to happen. We've gone years now begging for new furniture that's decent so that when we have visitors, we are not embarrassed. And because of COVID, as you know, because of COVID, we didn't have any trips. We didn't have any gifts to buy. And that's why it came up. Commissioner Placido.
I agree with Pelton, Commissioner Pelton
The
Stewart.
most amazing thing about Wiggins has been the rate at which he's not.
Commissioner Stewart, I think you need to,
I'm sorry.
okay, I think he muted. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I agree with Commissioner Pelton Stewart and Commissioner Ima Del Rosario that the city should be in charge the expenditures for the furnitures furnitures and others. So I agree that the city should be in charge.
Okay, so then what should our process be? That's what this agenda item said. What should the process be to make that happen? Do we need to go to city council at one of their meetings and make that request? Or
I
do we
think,
write a letter? What needs to happen?
yeah, so what we need is, my suggestion is we write a letter to the city councils, or we go in person to speak with them that this should be done.
Okay, maybe we can do both.
Yes.
So, Madam Chair,
Yes,
so I would recommend that you take a vote on writing a letter. And then if you wanted to go to the city council in person, the only way to do that would be to show up during public comment. So I'm thinking, unless Eric knows how to make a request to get on their agenda.
Madam Chair,
yes.
what I might suggest as well is if we start within the city process itself, because if this is just purchasing another city asset, just make the request through the city manager's office for an expenditure. You know, perhaps there's another city budget or place in the budget that's for furniture or office supplies that we could possibly get it from there. Because I think that there are normal purchasing processes that we could probably take advantage of and be outside of the expenditure of commission funds.
Okay, I see Commissioner Pelton Stewart's hand.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And Eric, you hit the nail right on the head. That's where I was going with it, because that's what I was told happened in the past, because we haven't always had the association. And before the association, we had expenses, and the commission was able to function, and the city supported it just like it did it with everything else. And the example I gave of one where I know they did was the alarm system and installing and maintaining the alarm system. The association and commission didn't do that. The city did that because it was a city asset.
And
Okay, then, oh, yes, Eric?
my other suggestion would also be to run it through our council liaison to see if she has any other thoughts on the matter. Or
Well, I hope she'll be on pretty soon, but doesn't look like it. I think we should, I'm thinking that we need to go ahead and do a vote as was recommended. We should do a vote whether we should do a letter and a presentation.
I'll offer the motion.
Pelton, were you making a motion to that?
Yeah, I'll offer the motion to submit a letter requesting the city furnish the office equipment that we've requested.
Is there a second to that motion?
I second that.
It's been moved and seconded that we offer a letter to the city council requesting that appropriate new office furniture be provided for the sister city room. We probably need to do vote through you, Eric.
yes, okay. This is to take the vote for making
Writing a letter, yes.
for writing a letter to make the request for the purchase of new furniture for the sister city room. Madam Chair,
Yes.
Commissioner Del Rosario,
Yes.
Commissioner Dowling, Commissioner Lowe. Commissioner Lowe, one finger? Yes, okay, one finger from Commissioner Lowe, that's a yes.
Gusto mo ti 6 o'clock dahil po yun eh.
And Commissioner Placido,
Yes.
Commissioner Stewart,
Yes.
motion carries. We will be writing a letter making a request that the city purchases the furniture.
All right, thank you very much. Let's move on to E. Discuss Mayor McConnell's upcoming trip to Mexico, activity list for the visit, and commission requests related to the visit. So
Madam Chair,
Yeah.
I apologize for interrupting, but before we leave that issue, I don't know if you recall me giving that long list of things that we needed the city to address related to their property that came as a result of Sister City, like the Japanese garden and some other things that we need to discuss. Can we put that on the agenda for a separate meeting, or is it appropriate here?
I think that's a separate meeting because
Okay,
most of
you
those
got it.
were gifts.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's not on the agenda right now, so
Right.
we can't discuss that right now.
Yeah, we can discuss it next time.
Sure.
It involves gifts that we received through, that the city received.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, so we're on E. And Mayor McConnell has made it clear that he would be willing to serve as an official, I don't know what the word is, presenter of the documents needed for signing in Ensenada. Also, Councilwoman Mina, what is her last name? Dina
Yes,
Laura Diaz.
Diaz. She said that she would also go if needed. So we need to, I think maybe the subcommittee needs to work on an agenda, an itinerary, what we would like to do. But what we need to do for this group, we need approval to authorize the mayor to do that if we want it.
So is that what we're asking right now, to authorize the mayor?
I'm asking for some discussion on it real quickly.
I'm in favor of doing it as soon as possible. They've done their part. Now it's our turn to step up.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
Well, yeah, you're right, because there's another administration. It's taken that long. You're right.
Okay, Commissioner Del Sario, did I see you raise your hand?
yeah. The mayor is really willing to hand carry the packet.
Okay, you're
But
talking about Mayor McConnell?
McConnell,
Yes.
yeah.
okay.
yeah, he is going to Rosarito. And he may want to meet some of the staff of the mayor, not necessarily the mayor, but if they are willing, the Ensenada side, to meet with the mayor, that's fine too. So I will consider for us to put in voting if, it's okay for him to see and make appointments with the staff of the mayor in Ensenada.
So why are you saying the staff? Because as you know, this is a mayor to mayor situation.
Correct, but they have a director of foreign affairs
Uh-huh.
who is coming in April
Mhm.
here.
Okay,
And so he can discuss that with him if it's okay to carry whatever he wants to carry, the packet or something like that. But the plan is, what we are putting together is for the city council in Vallejo to go to Ensenada, because everybody wants to go to Ensenada, and do an exchange visit. So,
okay, when did you get this information that the whole city council wanted to go?
well, they mentioned it when they voted.
No, just Mina mentioned it.
Well,
Councilwoman Mina mentioned that she wanted to go.
Yeah.
If we needed her to. I don't think.
Rosanna mentioned it too, but
Okay.
I didn't know the rest.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do a blanket statement that the city council said they wanted to go down there. I don't think I heard that in the meeting.
Okay, but in that case, I think it's a good gesture for the mayor to meet them ahead of time.
Okay,
This
I
is
would like-
already being approved.
okay, I'd like to hear from Commissioner Stewart. His hand is up.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. First thing I want to say is how important it is for us not to have any loose cannons. We can't have anybody sending letters or talking to them as if they're speaking for the commission and the city. It has to go through the proper channels. All of you heard my story about the pearl necklace before, how a commissioner went off course and caused some real embarrassment to our sister city relationship. It is extremely important we go through the chair, we go through the city representative and do it properly. This is a classic example of it. It has to go through the proper procedure. And there is a procedure for that kind of contact and those kinds of sessions where we go there and they come here. It is formally approved by the association, the commission, well, actually, it's the commission first, the association assists us, but most importantly, the city council and the government of whatever cities we're working with, they work in together on it. If we don't, we're going to end up getting embarrassed like we were before. I'm stating this for the record. Please put this in the minutes. There can't be any communication officially from us individually to them. It has to go through the proper channels or we're going to be in trouble.
Thank you. Yes, Commissioner Del Rosario.
I just want to make a comment. It's nice to have procedure, but we don't know what the procedure says.
Okay, I think we do know what the procedure says. And so we need to hear from the executive assistant at this point.
I was going to say we have about a minute and a half. So I'm going to strongly suggest that we stick to Mayor McConnell and what we want him to do at this point.
Okay, I started out by saying I'd like to see our subcommittee that we put together before serve as the group to determine exactly what we would like to make the mayor to do when he goes. But I would like to see this group sanction his going, if that's okay.
So would that be a request?
I see Commissioner Stewart's hand again.
I'd like to author the motion
Okay,
that we sanction the mayor to go on our behalf.
okay. And can you add the subcommittee will help set up the itinerary and all that needs to happen?
Yes, ma'am. At
Okay.
all.
Second, is there a second?
I second that.
Okay, thank you. Could we get a vote, please?
Okay, this is a vote that the commission is going to sanction the visit of Mayor McConnell and to Ensenada, and that this subcommittee will determine what his agenda and itinerary will be.
Yes.
All right.
And the subcommittee is headed by,
The
Ensenada
subcommittee is
committee.
the same subcommittee that
Same
worked on the Ensenada packet.
Yes,
All right. Madam Chair,
yes.
Commissioner Del Rosario,
yes.
Commissioner Dowling, Commissioner Lowe.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay.
Commissioner Placido,
Yes,
Commissioner Stewart,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. We have a hard closing time today. And I would just like to say that in the future, if we are going to keep this time slot, there should be nothing that the city sets up for us less than an hour. That's just not fair to our commission. We only meet every other month. And so it's really not fair to schedule something else that will close out our meeting in 1 hour's time. And I want that for the record as well. So,
Yes, Madam Chair, I found out about that shortly before this meeting.
okay, well, we got to figure it out because it's not fair to us. So, okay. Is your hand up, Commissioner Stewart?
No, ma'am.
Okay. It is up, but we're not going to count it. Okay, so
I'm going to pull it down.
everything else that's on our agenda for this evening, it looks like we're going to have to table it until our next meeting. Is that correct? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank all of you for being here. We appreciate it. And we appreciate the extra help. And I wrote your name down and now I can't find it. Thank you for being here to assist us. I appreciate it.
Ms. Jagaroli.
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
I wrote it down so that I could say it, and now I can't find it. So
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you as well. Meeting adjourned.
I
Thank you.
move that the meeting be adjourned.
Yes.
Second.
Thank you.
Motion carried.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.